Hello and welcome to today's video. So in this video we are going to be doing my August bullet journal setup. So for this month we decided to go for a very chill theme of flowers and yellow and orange and just very springy, summery kind of vibes. To be honest, this was originally going to be just a sunflower theme, but then I got these stickers and I wanted to use more of them, so it just went to flowers and fun and everything. So here you can see the title page for August. This is me just trying to figure out what I want, how to set it up, where to put things. In the middle of the page I wrote August and a little mini calendar. I just like to do this for visuals when flipping back over at later dates, and it just makes it easy for me. But then you'll see now I'm going to stick in all of the stickers. You'll see here I also used some ripped up paper. This is just from a really old book that I found for 50p. So I use this as my scrapbooking, bullet journaling, any sort of artsy paper. And then in with that I'm using both the flower stickers that I've got and some butterfly stickers that I've got. After I've done these stickers, I also wanted to add in a bit of extra colour. So for this I'm just using some Crayola Super Tips. I do around the main circle and then also just do a few other swatches of colours just to add in a bit more colour to the page and make it feel a bit more springy. Then moving on to the second page, this is the August monthly overview. For this I'm creating a big calendar. I use the grid spaces, 6 squares by 6 squares per day of the month, and you'll see here that the month starts on a Sunday and ends on a Tuesday, so we've got that shown here. And again, I'm just using a nice pen for this. It's super simple, but it's a really effective layout and it's one that I've found very helpful. To keep the colour going, I add in some orange and a lighter orange, or yellow even, pen to make the dates and just give it a bit more of a standout. I also wanted to figure out how to fit a sticker in. I didn't leave myself the most amount of room, but that's okay. It's still going to work out fine. In the same pen that I used for the calendar, I'm also writing the title, and then we'll also go in and write the numbers in that pen. You can see here I've rubbed out everything ready to put the sticker down, and once that is done that will pretty much be the page sorted. I do end up going back in and adding in a little bit of washi tape and a few extra stickers just to try and make it as nice and summery and chill as possible. For August I don't have a lot planned. You will see that I had wrote down I need to get my second vaccine by this date. That's okay, it's all been booked in way before then now, so no worries. And then I've got a few birthdays in August, including my dad's, so wrote that in and then added in the washi tape as I said, and I think this looks really cool. It looks really nice, and overall I just think it's very chill. I'll also go in and add in some stickers later on for whether it's a bin day or recycling day, and if I need to give the cats their worming treatments or their flea treatments, but overall that's everything. So moving on, we now have 2 tracker pages. The first half of the page is dedicated to productivity and mood trackers. For this I use a very similar layout to the monthly overview, but I use 3 by 3 squares rather than 6 by 6, and we just draw a little mini calendar. Then once that is in, we have to figure out some sort of colour coding or colour scheme to go with, so I can figure out exactly how I'm feeling. For this I decided to go with some flowers, and then I'll just colour in the flowers. This is just to make it look a bit nicer, to be honest. I could have just done squares and coloured those in, but I think the flowers add a little bit extra to the page. And I only track my productivity and mood because that's all I can realistically keep on top of, and it works for me. I find it really useful, especially if I'm having a bad day, to look like it's going to get better, and if I'm not being particularly productive one day, I can look back and see I have been being productive and not be too down on myself. Then the other side of the page, I add in my workout and weight tracker, and I still called it this, but I actually didn't include weight tracking this time. I'm trying to do that in a separate place now, just to have it all in one area. I weigh myself every other week, and to be honest, having it every month just meant I couldn't really see an overview of it. So for now I've moved that, but then for the workout section I do 2x2 squares to indicate each day of the month, and then we have some colour coded sections which stands for, did I go for a walk that day, did I go for a run that day, did I do yoga that day, or did I do an actual workout that day, which, if I'm being honest, is pretty non-existent at the moment, but we can hope one day I will get back into fitness again. But for now, walks and runs are pretty much where we're at. I used all of the Crayola Super Tip colours that I'd reached out to indicate how I'm feeling and what workout I've been doing, and this worked really well. I think it's super simple, but it works really nice. And then I just went through my little butterfly stickers and figured out what could fit where. To be honest, I didn't need to do this, but I do think it adds a little bit extra to the page and makes it a little bit easier. I then went in and added some washi tape just because the bottom was looking pretty blank, and there we go. Let's stick the stickers down. These stickers are really nice. They are on transparent backing, so once you've peeled it off, it can overlap anything, and anything that isn't actually printed on the sticker you can see through, so it does make a really nice effect to finish with. Then a really quick page, I have stuck in a massive flower sticker, and above it I'm just going to write brain dump in black pen. I leave this page blank, and by the end of every month it is full. There's not really much I need to add to it. And then last but not least, we are on to the first weekly setup page for the month. So I'm actually doing a completely different setup, testing a new one out to usual. Normally I do 7 days across the entire width of the page and just split the page into 7. But for this month I thought I'd try it a bit different, giving myself slightly more space Monday to Saturday, but then less space for Sunday to try and give myself a bit more of a rest day, because if I can't write it in, I can't do it. So that's the hope. We're going to just give it a go, give a different setup a go, and see how we feel about it by the end of the month. I don't know how this is going to go. It could completely ruin me using my bullet journal, but fingers crossed it won't. So then I also decided to add in the entire monthly calendar, so that each week I'm filling out, I can highlight the week I'm on and have a bit more of an idea of how it works into the month. I don't know if this will actually be helpful or not, but I really wanted to give it a go. And as you can see here, I'm also getting my stickers out to add in the weigh-in element, and also that it is recycling day, the first Tuesday of August. So that is lovely. And then I also decided to write the entire day and the numbering over the top. To be honest, this doesn't always end up being consistent, but for now it looks nice. Last but not least, I'm adding in these little pictures. I just got a little book of like yellow pictures, and there are quite a lot of flowers in there and quite a few sunflowers, so I picked a couple out and stuck them in the top, and I think it really works. It means I haven't done a lot to the page, but it's giving it a really nice cool look. And that is the finished setup for the start of the month. I will do the rest of the weekly setups as we get to them. So here is the finished product. Here we have the main page, our title page, and I think it looks really nice, and I think the overall vibe of it works really well, and even though these are quite mismatched elements, I think it works. So then onto the monthly view. Again, I think it just works really well, and here I am adding in the cat stickers that I'd completely forgot about adding in before, but we need to make sure that they stay healthy, so it's important to remind myself of that. And yeah, again, super simple, but it's really effective and it really works for me. Then if we move on to our tracker pages, I really like how this one turned out. I think the flowers look a little bit silly, but I'm not the best at drawing, and they work, they're alright. So Yeah. Then onto the brain dump page. I really like this. I like leaving myself as much room as possible, and I think these flowers are really effective. And as you can see, I found a mark on the page that I was trying to remove very unsuccessfully, but oh well. And then onto the final page that we set up for the month is the weekly page. And I'm really happy with this. I really hope that I like this new thing. I also decided last minute to add a butterfly sticker in, so there's that. But yeah, that is everything. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider giving it a like, subscribe down below if you would like to see more, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.